Hi guys, welcome to this power yoga flow. I'll take you through about a 50 to 60 minutes class, deepening the breath, energizing the body, and just feeling good. Let's start straight away. Get into the center of the mat. Bring the big toes together, knees apart for child's pose. Walk the hands down the mat. Rest the forehead to the floor. Rest the forearms, relaxing the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Come straight into your ujjayi breath, bringing that oceanic sound into the class, into the body. If you're unfamiliar with this, imagine fogging up a mirror with your mouth closed, with both inhale and exhale. Stay with this breath. Keep lengthening, deepening the breath throughout the class. Sticking with this ujjayi or victorious breath will help you stay focused and present throughout the class. Slowly start to lift the hips up over the knees. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Turn the fingers slightly outward so that the index fingers or the webbing between the thumb and index finger faces the front of the mat. Spread the fingers wide, grip with the fingertips, and press down with the index and thumb knuckles. We'll go for a few cat-cows. Inhale, lengthen the chest bone forward, draw the belly in. Exhale, roll through the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, pull the hands back toward the knees. Exhale, hollow out the spine, draw the belly to the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Go for 3 more. Last one, inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the toes, start to lift the knees and the hips, coming into your first downward facing dog. Stay active with the hands, keep pressing the shoulders away from the floor. Take your dog for a walk, bending one knee, bending the other. You can have a bend in the downward facing dog with the knees. The aim is to lengthen out the spine. If it's there for you, straighten the legs, grounding down with the heels as much as possible. Keep sending the tailbone high, drawing the navel back toward the spine. Shake the head yes, shake it no. Keeping the neck nice and relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears. Bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Soften the knees. Deep breath in, lift the right leg high. Exhale, open the hips, bend the knee. Circle it around, bringing a bit more movement into the hips. Send it back up. Deep breath in. And down to the floor. Soften the knees, feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open the hips, bend the knee. Lengthen it high. Deep breath. And downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or walk to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Crown of the head as far from the hips as you can. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and slowly come up through the spine. Close the eyes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them down through heart center. Resting the thumb knuckles against the chest bone. Curl the toes all the way up to the knees. Grounding down with all four corners of the feet. And just notice how the body tries to find its balance as you sway side to side, back and forth. Starting to bring a bit more awareness into the body. Noticing just without the aid of the toes, your balance gets thrown off just a little. Slowly bring the toes down one by one. Flutter the eyes open. And enjoy the class. Inhale, lengthen up high. Exhale, come through, hands to the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Hold it there. Keeping that slight outward rotation of the hands, pressing down with the index and thumb knuckles. Rotate the elbows back toward the feet, squeeze the elbows together, and slowly start to hover forward, bending the elbows, keep squeezing them into the ribs, all the way down, and tuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, squeezing the elbows back and into the ribs. Exhale, lengthen the chest bone a little bit further forward. Stay there. Give the hips a little wobble, opening out the lower back. Come back to static. Take another deep breath. Exhale, press back downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step or walk to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale to heart center. 2 more times, 1 breath per move. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back high, straight down to low. Inhale, up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step, jump, or float to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And hands to heart center. Last time, inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back, high plank, straight down through low. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 deep breaths. Walk it outside or flutter the lips. Stay with the dry breath. Bend the knees, forward step jump or float to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the bum back and down, arms up. Have a slight inward rotation of the little fingers. This will help bring the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the weight in the heels. Curling the toes high up to the knees. Engaging the shin muscles. Bring the hands to your heart center. Inhale, send them all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Step the left foot back for lunge. Drop the knee, pad the knee or untuck the toes. I like to untuck the toes, pressing down with the back foot to take the weight off the back knee. Inhale, lengthen up, pull back with the right heel. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, high plank, down to low. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, lunge. Pad the knee if you need. Untuck the toes. Press down with the top of the back foot. Pull the left heel back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, lunge. Pad the knee. Inhale, lengthen high. Keep pulling back with the front heel. Exhale, step back, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward, lunge. Inhale. And exhale, step forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chair pose. That was one. We'll go for one more. 1 breath per move. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, high plank, down to low. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, lunge. Inhale. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up all the way. Hands to heart center. Last time, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back for lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, step back, high plank, low. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, last one, inhale. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up for chair pose. Sink the hips low. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen chest bone high. Exhale, twist over to the right side, chair twist. Take your gaze down to the knees. Make sure the knees are level with each other. Left foot doesn't track forward over the right. Weight in the heels. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, twist. Become light in the left foot and slowly step it back for crescent lunge twist. You can have the back knee down for more balance. Inhale and exhale. Stay in the twist. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, windmill the arms around for warrior two. Strong base. Curl all 10 toes up to the knees and pull the heels toward your center. This will engage the adductors, the inner thigh muscles. These are stabilizing muscles in standing poses. Inhale, shoulders high. Roll them back and down on the exhale. Spark the energy out through the fingertips. Nice active arms and hands. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. If you're a bit tight in the left hip, you have a bit of compression, press the hip down toward the back foot to open out this area so you can stretch a little bit further back. Take another deep breath and exhale, extended side angle lunge. Another deep breath in and exhale, hands to the floor, step back high plank, down through low, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step jump or float to the front. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, draw the belly and twist over to the left. Right elbow over left thigh. Inhale, chest bone comes forward. Exhale, belly to the spine to help create space for the twist. And take your gaze down to the knees. Make sure the knees are nice and level. You don't need to crank the neck up. Use these poses to give the neck a nice little stretch. Become light in the right foot. Slowly, with control, step it back, crescent lunge twist. Keep pulling that left heel back with the intention to square the hips to the front edge of the mat. Stay in the twist. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, windmill the arms around. Warrior two. Keep the chest bone above the hips, not forward. You want to sink the hips forward and down into the left knee. Chest bone stays above the hips. Pull the heels back toward each other. Active feet, active legs. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. Lengthen up and back with the left hand. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit further forward. Deep breath in. And extended side angle lunge. Left elbow to left thigh. Try not to collapse into the thigh with the arm. It's just there for support. Use the core to hold yourself in the pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist at the hips. For another deep breath. And hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Hold the high plank for further notice. Rotate the elbows back and in toward each other. Pull the hands back to the feet and pull the toes up to the hands. Draw the belly in. We'll slowly come down to low plank, squeezing the elbows in. Exhale, come back up high. 2 more times. You can do it. Come down. Exhale, back up. Last one, inhale. Hold it there for a breath. And exhale, press up into downward facing dog. Walk it outside or flutter the lips. Stay active with the hands. Keep that length between the mat and the shoulders. Bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, flip it over. Wild thing. Keeping that shoulder over the wrists. Bring the hips down. Inhale. Exhale, send the body up off the floor. Deepen that stretch in the left shoulder. Take your gaze to the center of the mat and with as much control as you can, flip back over, 3-legged dog. Come forward into a 3-legged yogi push-up. Press back, 3-legged dog. And step that leg forward. Left hand to the floor, right arm high. Keeping that shoulder over the wrist. Lizard twists. Curl the right toes, pull the heel back, squaring the hips to the front edge of the mat. Don't get too lazy in the left shoulder. Keep it active. Keep pressing into the mat. Right arm comes around behind the lower back. Soften the left knee. Inhale, left hand forward, up and back, revolving reverse crescents. Sink the hips forward and down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, belly to the spine and square the hips. Keep pulling that right heel back. Back knee down for 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge twists. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Stay in the twist. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, swing it around. Warrior 2. Notice how different this Warrior 2 feels now that you've opened out the body, strengthened the muscles a little bit already. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. For cow face arms, reverse warrior. Right hand behind the neck, and pull the elbow back behind you to the back of the mat. Inhale, send the armpit forward. Exhale, lengthen up and pull the arm back. Slowly release the arms. And bring the hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Low. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, flip it over. Wild thing. Shoulder over the wrist. Drop the hips. Inhale. Exhale, press the body away from the floor. Stretch out the right shoulder. Send the hips high. Take your gaze to the center of the mat with control. Flip over, three-legged dog. Hover forward, three-legged yogi push-up. Send it back. And step forward. Right hand to the floor, left arm high, lizard twist. And just check your feet, making sure that the left and the right foot aren't in one straight line. Keep them hip distance apart. Left hand behind the lower back, right arm up, back, revolving reverse crescent. Pull the left heel back, sink the hips forward. Back knee down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale, crescent lunge twist. Lengthen forward with the breath. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stay in the twist, left hand high. Swing it around, warrior 2. Active feet, active toes. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, cow face arms. Keep that bend in the left knee. Try to keep that knee above the ankle. Slowly release. Extended side angle lunge. I'm not so sure we did this on the other side. But let's just go with it. Lengthen forward, exhale, twist at the hips. For another deep breath. And hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Down to low. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Take a deep breath in. Side out. Start to add on a little bit more. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, flip it over for wild thing. Lengthen the hips. Gaze down to the center of the mat. Flip over, three-legged dog. Hover forward, three-legged yogi push-up. Send it back. Step it forward, lizard twist. Right arm up, left down. Left hand, right hand behind the lower back. Revolving reverse crescent, come up. Pull the heel back, sink the hips forward. Back knee down. 3, 2, 1. Crescent twist for breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist it out. Open the arms, swing it around. Warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, reverse for a breath. And extended side angle lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist at the hips. Open out. Warrior 2. Left arm comes down and under the right eagle arms. Stay in Warrior 2 legs. Elbows up off the chest. Squeeze the forearms. Slowly bend a little bit more into that front leg. Step it up. Wrap the legs for eagle. Squeeze the thighs as much as you can. Inhale, chest bone away from the hips. Exhale, sink the bum down. Weight in the heel. Arms stay as they are. Unwrap the leg, send it back behind you. Warrior 2 or aeroplane with bound arms. Lengthen the chest bone slightly up and forward so we're not dipping down to the mat. And kick that left heel even further back and up. Release the hands. Down to the mat, step back, high plank. Down to low. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Feet together. Same on the left. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, flip it over, wild thing. Press the body off the mat. Stretch out the right shoulder. Gaze down, flip it over. Three-legged dog. Hover forward. Three-legged yogi push-up. Press back. And step it forward. Lizard twist. Left arm up, right down. Keep pulling that left heel back. Stretching out the glute in the left butt cheek. Left hand behind the lower back, revolving reverse crescent. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, belly to the spine, sink the hips forward. Back knee down. 3, 2. Last one, crescent lunge twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Stay in the twists, open out the arms, swing it around, warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, reverse for a breath. And extended side angle lunge, lengthen. Exhale, twist at the hips. Open up, warrior 2. Eagle arms, right arm under the left. Squeeze the forearms. Nice 90-degree angles in the armpits and elbows. Keep pulling the heels back toward each other. Sink the hips a little bit further forward. Step it up, wrap the legs. Squeezing thighs, squeezing forearms. Sink the bum down. Arms stay as they are. Unwrap the right leg. Send it back. Inhale, chest bone slightly lifted. Lifting and kicking that right heel back and up. And release the arms, step it back, high plank. Down to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. We'll add a little bit more onto that flow before winding down. Get that energy up. Feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, flip it over, wild thing. Listen carefully. Lengthen up, stretch it out. Make sure the shoulder stays over the wrist. And then come over very slightly into side plank. Keep the hips high. And slowly start to pull that right knee, sucking it up to the chest. And stepping it down with control into lizard twist. Right arm behind the lower back. Revolving reverse crescent. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hips forward. Back knee down. 3, 2, last one. Crescent lunge twists. Inhale. Exhale, belly in. Create that space for the twist. Open the arms. Open out warrior 2. Inhale, reach it out. Flip it, reverse. And extended side angle lunge. Hold it there for another deep breath. And open up. Warrior 2. Eagle arms, left under right. Squeeze forearms. Shoulders back and down. Sink the hips forward, pulling the heels together. Slowly step it up. Wrap the arms and legs. Eagle. Slowly unwrap the leg, send it back. Aeroplane or warrior 3 with bound arms. Chest bone up and forward. Slowly open out the arms for half moon. Slowly bring the hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Right. Upward facing dog. Shoulders back and down. And downward facing dog. Last one on the left. Inhale straight into it. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale. Wild thing. Send the body high, lifting the hips. Chest bone high. Shoulder over the wrist. With control, slowly come into side plank. Lift the hips, using those obliques, side abdominal muscles. Start to suck the left knee into the chest. With control, swivel over onto the toes, stepping that foot forward. Lizard twist. Revolving reverse crescent, left hand behind the back, right arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink the hips down and forward. Inhale. And back knee down for 3, 2, last one. Crescent lunge twist. Get as much out of these poses as you can. Stay in the twist. Left hand up. Swing it around. Windmill into warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm. Reverse and extended side angle lunge. Stay here. Curl the toes up to the knees. Pull the heels together. Inhale, lengthen away from the hips. Exhale, twist. Open out, warrior two. Eagle, arms right under left. Sink the hips down. Active feet, active toes. Slowly bend a little bit further forward, step up, wrap the legs for eagle. Squeeze the thighs and forearms, rinsing out toxins in the body. Unwrap the leg, send it back behind you. Lengthen the chest bone forward and up. Lifting that back heel, kicking it back. Open out the arms. Half moon. And hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Hold the high plank. Pull the heels of the hands, the palms, back toward the toes. Pull the toes back or forward toward the hands. Draw the belly in. Hollow out the chest. For 3, 4, 2, 1. Hover forward into low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it to the left edge of the mat. Slowly walk the left foot just past center to the right. Curl the right toes up. Pull that heel back. Left hand to the outside of the mat for variation of lizard twist. This is deepening that stretch in the right glute muscle. Just this little warm up before half pigeon. Hold it there for another deep breath. And slowly come over onto the outside edge of the left foot and the outside of the right foot. And come back down. Both hands to the floor, setting up for half pigeon. If you're familiar with the pose, come into it. Otherwise, if you're not, bring the right shin bone to the mat, pressing down from the ankle all the way through the shin to the knee. The idea, the aim is to ground down with the right hip and thigh. Walk the hands down in front of you if it's there for you, otherwise stay where you are. For a slightly deeper stretch, walk your hands over to the left side. Use this time in half pigeon to slow the breath, lengthening inhale and exhale. With each breath in, lengthen out away from the hip and thigh. Exhale, let go, releasing into the pose. Stay here for another 3 long, deep breaths. Slowly start to walk the hands back to the shin. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, press the hips up, and with control send the right leg up. Open the hips, bend the knee, circle it around. And bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Walk it out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step that foot over to the right edge of the mat. Right foot slightly over the center toward the left. Right hand outside of the mat. Left arm high. Curl the left toes, pull the heel back. Deepening this nice stretch in the left glute. And the butt cheek. Slowly roll onto the outside edge of the right foot and come over onto the outside edge of the left foot as much as possible and sink the hips a little bit deeper down to the floor. Come back up, hands to the floor. Setting up for half pigeon. Left shin bone to the mat. With the aim of grounding down with the left hip and thigh. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, drop down to the mat as much as you can. Wherever you are in this pose, don't fight it. Breathe into it and work through it from there. 3 more deep breaths. Get as much out of the pose as you can. Walk the hands back to the shin. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, lift the hips up, and slowly send that left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hips, circle it out, and downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step, jump or float to the front. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees all the way down so the bum comes to the mat. Lie back, setting up for bridge pose. Feet hip width apart. Curl the toes to activate the shin muscles. This helps protect the knees. Slowly start to lift the hips. Interlace the hands behind you, under the back, or roll the shoulders underneath you. Have a slight inward rotation of the thighs, squeezing the knees. Lift the hips even more. Keep pulling the heels back toward you. Try to send the chest bone as high up and back over the face as you can, with the intention of opening out the spine, especially in the lower back. We tend to crunch in the lumbar spine and the lower back when we're doing back bends. The idea is to open that area as much as possible. Hold it there for another 2. For 1. Release the hands, unroll the shoulders, come down 1 vertebra at a time. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Rock them up and down. Bring the knees back together. Setting up for shoulder stand. Bring the feet up over the face. Hands to the lower back. Squeeze the elbows in as close together as you can. Tuck the tailbone back toward the face. Squeezing the thighs together. Making sure the breath is flowing freely, keeping the weight in the shoulders off the neck. Tuck the toes back toward you and imagine you're holding the ceiling or whatever's above you on your tiptoes, the ball of the feet and the toes. Slowly come into plow pose, keeping the hands at the lower back for support until the toes reach the floor behind you. If they don't, keep the hands to the lower back. If they do, release the hands. Send them out 45 degrees, palms facing up, or interlace them behind the back, stretching them out away from you. Making sure the breath isn't restricted. And slowly release the hands, coming down 1 vertebra at a time. All the way down. Go for a quick supine twist. Tug the right knee into the chest, squeeze it in. Send it over the body to the left side. Right arm out to the side or overhead. Taking your gaze over to the right side. The aim here is to ground the right knee and shoulder on opposite sides of the body. Don't worry if you can't. That's just the intention. Slowly bring that knee back through center. Hug it in, send it down the mat. Left knee up, squeeze it in, over the body to the right side. Left arm out to the side or overhead. Slowly bring it back through center, hug both knees in, balancing out the spine. Come into happy baby or any last little adjustments that your body's asking for before the well-deserved, most important pose of the class, Shavasana. Sending the legs down the mat, keeping the heels hip-width apart, allow the feet to flop out to the sides like a heavy book. Have a slight tuck in the tailbone to lengthen in the lower back. Send the crown of the head a little bit further back behind you to keep the neck nice and flat. Palms face up to the ceiling or sky. Relax the shoulders, relax the breath. Shavasana. Feel into your body now. Notice any changes that may have occurred throughout this class. Notice the change in your body. Take a quick body scan. Feel where any last little tension areas are sitting. Breathe deeply into this space. And on the exhale, allow this tension to dissolve away. I invite you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you need. And for those who are ready to slowly come out, send the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, knees up. Come over onto the left side, using the left upper arm as a pillow under the face. Keeping the eyes closed and the neck completely relaxed. So right hand to the floor in front of you. Slowly start to press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Your hands to heart center in prayer. Take a deep breath in, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Sigh them back and down. Do that one more time. Inhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.